Welcome to the Pit Check, your source for all the best and heaviest new metal albums released each week. We've got a ton of new releases out now. Some heavy hitters that you've definitely heard of have released some highly anticipated new albums. But surprisingly, this is a huge week for the up-and-coming and independent artists. So the back half of today's episode is going to be kind of an undiscovered talent / your next favorite band kind of vibe. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, do all the engagement stuff, and let's get right into this week's new heavy music. August Burns Red, you know them, you love them. Arguably the biggest metalcore band to ever exist, have just released the 20th anniversary edition of their debut album, Thrill Seeker. What makes this release incredible is that this isn't just some kind of thrown together remaster of their old recordings. This is re-recorded from the ground up, totally from scratch, and it sounds insane. I want to do a quick side-by-side here so you can see what I mean. This is the old version. And this is the new version. It's so good. I love that this exact style of metalcore is coming back in a nostalgic way, with a lot of new bands being throwback metalcore and MySpace core. So it's kind of crazy being able to now one-to-one compare this album to a lot of the throwback core bands that are trying to sound exactly like this album. And it's almost like they did this re-recording just to prove not only does this hold up, but it still sounds fresh and kicks so much ass to this day. This album also has a feature from Adam Dudkowitz of Killswitch Engage, which is pretty cool because he was the producer on the original album. And there's also a feature from Josh McManus, which is really cool because he was the original vocalist on this album. So that's nice, bringing everyone back together for this. This is a 12-song album, clocking in at just 28 minutes, and it's being released independently by their own label, ABR Records. So if you're looking for some amazing throwback melodic metalcore, check out the 20th anniversary edition of Thrill Seeker by August Burns Red. If you're not elitist about your black metal and you're open to more experimental and post-black elements, check out Harakiri for the Sky's newest album, Scorched Earth. This is an 8-song album clocking in at a monstrous 1 hour and 7 minutes, and it's being released by AOP Records. When Harakiri for the Sky first hit the scene, they were self-described as a blend of atmospheric extreme metal and melodic post-rock, grunge, and modern hardcore. But now I've noticed their style has incorporated a lot more elements of like ambient and emotional elements, maybe even pulling from some melodic metalcore and hardcore as well. About the new album, Harakiri has said, "Scorched Earth came together after years of experimenting with untypical sounds, yet on the other hand trying to stay true to our original post-black metal style. It seemed like one crisis followed another. Our society is divided to its core, and peace seems further away than ever in the last decades. This is what inspired the title of our new album. Scorched Earth is a snapshot of the world we are living in, a world that's tragically broken." This is a very emotional and almost tragic style of black metal. The vocalist has this vibe of like calling out longingly and desperately. I think if you haven't really given black metal a chance, but you like super melodic metalcore or hardcore, I think you'd find a lot to love here. So again, that was Harakiri for the Sky's 8th studio album, Scorched Earth. Lauren Babic, Andrew Baena, and Sophie Burrell, 3 hugely popular musicians on YouTube, have come together to create this new EP from their throwback metalcore project, SKYLIMIT. This will be for fans of that Rise Records style of early metalcore, the simplistic and chuggy guitars with catchy and fun choruses, and really leaning into that MySpace core kind of sound. With all three of them being massively successful doing covers of popular metal songs on YouTube, it's always cool to hear them creating their own music. I don't know if this makes sense and I can't articulate it super well, but at times it kind of sounds like this is a cover album. Like it kind of sounds like these are B-sides from a band that did exist in 2008. And I guess that's a testament to how much they've been able to replicate that exact style they've been going for. But if I'm being completely honest, at times it does kind of end up being a detriment because it comes off a little bit derivative and predictable. But then again, a lot of this music that was coming out at this time that they're being inspired by sounded exactly like that, a little bit on the derivative and predictable side. So this isn't a knock, they actually nailed it. So yeah, I actually thought this was a super fun little EP. The SKYLIMIT EP runs 5 songs at 18 minutes long, and it's being released by Best Band Ever Records, which I can only assume is their own indie record label. So if you want to check out some of your favorite metal YouTubers making some of their own throwback metalcore, you should definitely check out the self-titled newest EP from SKYLIMIT. Alright, like I said, this is going to be a big week for unknown and up-and-coming bands, but before we get into those, I have to ask, what was your favorite or least favorite album? And let me know in the comments below. I want to hear which albums rocked and which ones sucked. And obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, like the video, share it, I don't know, whatever. Let's get engaged. Anyway, enough groveling to the algorithm. Let's get back to the music. This is an awesomely heavy newcomer you should definitely know about. Resistor are a beatdown new metal core band, and their newest EP, Headcase, is out now. Resistor are DIY to their bones, they're aggressive as hell, plus they have a live DJ scratching turntables, so like, how could you not love these guys? I can't recommend this highly enough. They bring such a fun, fresh take on the new metal flavored metalcore and still manage to be disgustingly heavy. Like, even if you're not into new metal at all, like even if you're on the death metal or deathcore side of things, check this album out. I guarantee you'll have a ton of fun here. As someone like myself who doesn't super love new metal, I was blown away by how hard this EP hits. This is only a 4-song EP, clocking in at just 13 minutes, but good God is it an insane 13 minutes. And I'm surprised it's an independent release. They must have spared no expense on the recording here because it sounds great and the mix is beefy. So if you want some new angry music for your gym playlist, I highly recommend Resistor's newest EP, Headcase. This is for melodic metalcore and maybe even some deathcore lovers. The up-and-coming band Swept to Sea has a new album out titled Lost Shores. This is an independent artist, so this is a self-released album, and it runs 11 songs at 40 minutes long. This one's going to be for fans of old-school, fun, chuggy breakdowns and super catchy riffs with some nice melodic undercurrents running through each song. This band is kind of cool in how much variation they've been able to have in their sound while still sounding cohesive and unified. Generally, you classify them as melodic metalcore, but each song definitely has its own personality. For example, Shattered Glass has elements of that throwback deathcore, almost like As Blood Runs Black. But then songs like Exit Interview have the classic back the f*** up beatdown kind of vibe. To finally more emotional hardcore I Miss You in My Arms kind of ballads, like in Echoes of Goodbye. So if you're into melodic metalcore and you want a nice throwback style album with a ton of variety, you should check out Swept to Sea's newest album, Lost Shores. Have you ever heard of Lovecraftian black metal? It actually seems like a perfect combination. The Great Old Ones have released their newest album, Kadath. Great name for a band. This is a French post-black metal band who musically and lyrically reference and evoke the feelings of H.P. Lovecraft's cosmic horror and dread and eldritch gods. About the album, the Great Old Ones have stated, on Kadath, the band delves into Lovecraft's The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, guiding listeners through the doomed dreams of Randolph Carter and his quest for the elusive, magnificent city denied to him by malevolent gods. With compositions both violent and breathtakingly beautiful, Kadath captures the essential juxtaposition of terror and wonder. Each track is a nexus of intricate melodies and fearsome intensity, cementing the Great Old Ones as the preeminent purveyors of Lovecraftian black metal soundscapes. This album consists of just 7 songs, but it runs an unbelievable 1 hour and 1 minute long, and it's being released by Season of Mist. Honestly, I think the band nails this vibe unbelievably well, feeling like something ethereal or unknown is always looming over you the entire time. So if that sort of eerie post-black metal sounds good to you, then definitely check out the Great Old Ones' newest album, Kadath. Let's do some more quick ones before we wrap things up. Have you ever heard pig squeals in Spanish? Descarnado is a tech death, deathcore, or maybe alien core band from Buenos Aires, and good God, are they amazing. Their newest album, El Eterno Odio de las Almas Desterradas, which translates to The Eternal Hatred of Banished Souls, is out now. This is a 10-song album clocking in at 31 minutes, and it's being released independently, and it's got everything you would love and then some from a technical deathcore release. Shredding guitars, disgustingly heavy vocals, unbelievable drumming, yada yada, but it's got this dark and down-tempo undercurrent that runs through the whole thing that gives it this really gritty vibe. So if you want some nasty new technical death metal / deathcore, definitely check out Descarnado's newest album. For another great new death metal release, we've got Tormentor Tyrant with their newest album, Excessive Escalation of Cruelty. Amazing name. This is a 9-song album running 26 minutes, and it's being released by Everlasting Spew Records. So if you want some good old school death metal, this is a great up-and-coming band, so check out Tormentor Tyrant. For fans of melodic hardcore, Vacant Home have released their newest album, Can You Show Me Who I Am? This is another independent release, running 11 songs at 34 minutes. This will probably be for fans of melodic hardcore and metalcore. Maybe if you're a fan of Stick to Your Guns, you'll probably find a lot to love here in this new release from Vacant Home. Sheoru is a brand new metalcore band, and this is their debut release, Vantage. This is a quick and fun little EP running 7 songs at 24 minutes. So if you want some fresh new metalcore, make sure this release is on your radar. And finally, we have Sabhankra, I hope I'm saying that right, is a melodic black metal band, and their newest album, Nocturnal Elegies, is out now. This is another independent release, which is surprising given that the band has quite a cult following, and this album runs 8 songs at 43 minutes long. So if you're into black metal, especially melodic black metal, make sure the new Sabhankra album, Nocturnal Elegies, is on your radar. And that's it for this week. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll see you next week for another pit check.